I'm going to say a word, and I want you to notice how your stomach feels when I say it. It's the big M word. Micromanager. I know. Nobody wakes up in the morning and says, I can't wait to go to the office and annoy my team by just hovering over their shoulders all day. And nobody wants to be a micromanager. Listen, it's exhausting, it's annoying, and it kills morale. I don't want to be micromanaged, do you? But do you know, quite often we do it anyway. Why? Why do you tend to do it? Okay, you ready? You tend to do it quite often because you're afraid. What are you afraid of? You're afraid that if you don't do it, or at least you don't watch them do it, it won't get done, or it won't get done right. But here's the harsh reality. You may be right. It may not get done. But the solution isn't for you to work harder. The solution is for you to fix the broken trust in your leadership. Hi, I'm Casey Blade Cunningham. I help leaders stop being professional babysitters all over this country, and I help them start building high-performing teams. If you feel like you can't take a day off without your phone blowing up, this video is for you. Okay, so here's the root cause, okay? When I say the root cause of micromanaging, and as you listen to this, see if this is where you are. And I want to be super clear about something, because most managers don't understand this. Micromanaging is not a personality flaw, all right? I want you to stop telling yourself, hey man, I'm just a control freak. Micromanaging is a system failure. See, trust is not a feeling. I don't feel like my car brakes will work. I trust that they will work because they were built to a standard and they were tested. Listen, you're hovering over your team because you may not have a standard. You might have expectations in your head, but you haven't built a standard that's literally on paper that your team understands. Now, when there is a gap between what you want and what they understand, you fill that gap with your physical presence. So you're hovering over them to bridge the gap. That is not leadership, that's anxiety. So let's talk for a moment about hovering versus inspecting. So as you hear me on this, I hope it resonates, because there is a massive difference between hovering and inspecting. So hovering is watching them work because you think they're incompetent. Inspecting is checking the work at agreed upon checkpoints, right? You want to make sure that you're verifying the standards are being met. Okay, so hovering says, I don't trust you, but inspecting says, I respect the standards. Now, if you want to stop micromanaging, you have got to build, okay, checkpoints. You have to say, I don't need to watch you make the calls. I just need to see the report at 5 p.m. Big difference, right? They can tell you what they're doing. You don't have to go hover over them. But what do most leaders? They don't do it. Why? Because they're too busy fighting fires constantly instead of looking at the checkpoints. Most leaders don't do this because they're too busy fighting fires than building frameworks. Listen, here's the catch-22. You know you need to step back, right? You know you need to build these systems, but you feel like you just can't step back. I have been there. Listen, your team is going to fail if you don't step back. If you stay stuck in the weeds, you're not going to move them forward. And you can't just decide to trust them tomorrow. You need a verification system that allows you to let go without losing control. Listen, if you want to see exactly how to build that system so you can finally take a weekend off without your phone blowing up and without having anxiety, I'm teaching the exact framework in my upcoming workshop. The title is How to Build a Team That Performs Consistently in 30 Days. We're going to spend time on the freedom framework. It's how you move from being the helicopter boss to a leader who inspects results and not activity. So check the link in the description, and we're going to be starting very soon. And by the end of the month, you're not even going to recognize your team anymore because you will not have to hover over them because they will own it. Let's go back for a moment. I want to talk about the situation trap, okay? Now, when I talk about the situation trap, this might sound really familiar to you, okay? As a leader, this is where a lot of you get tripped up and you don't even realize you're getting tripped up. So you're treating everyone on the team the same. If you know what I mean, right? You treat the rookie the same as the veteran. And I hear leaders all over the country brag all the time to me, I treat everybody the same. The problem is if you micromanage your top performer, they're going to quit, right? They have earned the right to have autonomy. But if you give autonomy to a rookie who hasn't earned that and who doesn't know what they're doing, they're going to fail. So you as a leader have to understand situational leadership. You have to own the fact that your leadership style has got to change person to person. For the rookie, you're a teacher, right? You're hands-on. That isn't micromanaging, by the way. That's training. For the veteran, hey, you're a consultant. You step back, but you're available when they need you. The mistake that happens consistently is when you mix them up. You ignore the rookie, you neglect them, if you will, and you hover over the veteran. Because maybe they're not the top performer, but they've been there a while. Here's the cost. Now, it's big, right? Because you're thinking, I'm going to lose control. Listen, I hear you. I hear you. When you micromanage, you are stealing. What do I mean by that? You're stealing your joy, their joy. You are stealing their growth. You're stealing their ability to fail, to fall, to learn and fix it. And you're stealing their ownership. Because see, if they don't own it, then you can't win. As long as you're the one worrying about the details, they don't have to. See, you're carrying as a leader the mental load for your entire team or your entire department, and then you wonder why. Why don't they seem to care as much as you do? It's a leadership mistake. See, they don't care because they are renting their jobs, right? You own your job. Your position as a leader is to get them to want to own it. And that's what we teach, and that's why you want to be part of the upcoming workshop. Listen, leadership requires courage. And sometimes the most courageous thing you can do is just to set a clear standard and step back and let them do the work. Now, doesn't mean you watch them fail. It means you're there. Will they mess up? Maybe. But if you have the right inspection points, you're going to catch it. And then you're going to coach it. And then you get to watch them grow. So I want you to stop being a babysitter, stop being a builder, start understanding that leadership is a huge privilege, huge responsibility. Listen, check out the workshop link if you want the blueprint. I'm Casey Cunningham, and yes, I own it, and soon your team will too.